There we are. All right. All right, we're gonna let that build up. All right, I am waiting. I'm doing supposed to. I cannot find. Okay, guys. Here I am. It's Friday morning. It's our usual roast and reason with Trev. Y'all made me do that one last night with the bun. But we shall not be deterred. We are going to be doing today's doings. Okay? Alright, I'm going to wait for some people to come on here. While there is nobody there yet, or I can't see them, I am going to be waiting before I actually start this live. But come on in, guys. Come on in. Let there be love, let there be love, give us a fresh understanding of brotherly love that is true. Let there be love shared among us. Let there be let there be love. To arise, give us a fresh understanding of brotherly love. And there be love shared among. Let there be love. Nossa, você me toca, não tô levando, isso não tem. I don't know where it is. Alright guys, okie dokie. So it's Friday and it's time to do my roast and reason. Welcome to my channel again guys. This is Trev from Trev. If it is your first time on my channel, I want to say thank you for joining me. You might also want to hit that subscribe button. You might also want to turn on your notification bell so that whenever I upload a video, you'll be first to get notified. Now to all my returning travelers, thank you for your continued support. Now this morning, I'm going to be making breakfast. And I'm making breakfast in a hurry. And I'm making breakfast differently. Now we are used to, as Caribbean people, we're used to making bananas and dumpling and breadfruit and all kinds of variety of foods for breakfast. But this morning, I'm going to put a spin on it. You know, sometimes we have children who don't really like to eat the food the way we grew up eating it. We have acquired the taste for our kinds of food and they have not. And so we have to try to turn with hand make fashion, that sort of thing, change up the style of the food so that they can eat it without even recognizing that it is the food that they decided they weren't going to eat. They don't know that that's what they're eating. And so one of the foods that my children do not like is green bananas. My kids hate cooked green bananas. They just think it's yucky. They think bananas should be ripe. I'm talking about my American children. My Jamaican children, they know cooked banana. They'll eat it all up. But the American children, they don't eat green bananas because they think bananas are supposed to be ripened before you eat it. So this morning I am going to be making a banana. My girlfriend says to call it banana tun tun. We will see. We can call it anything. You can call it whatever you want to. But I'm going to be making it this morning. So here we have some green bananas that I've already boiled. Let me turn my camera here so you can see what I'm talking about. There we go. So here I have, this is some green bananas that I have already boiled, and I am crushing it with some butter. You can crush it with whatever you want. I am crushing it with butter. So I'm using my masher here. And this is the same masher you use to mash potatoes. It goes well with mashing green bananas. I know a lot of people are not familiar with cooking green banana, but us Caribbean people, we know what to do with a banana when we see it. We don't wait for it to be ripe before we make use of it. All right, and I just want to crush this up right there. It doesn't have to be all soft, guys. You just crush it how you want. Whatever texture you desire, it is up to you. Up to you to make it however you want it. All right. And now that I've crushed the banana, All right, that's the appropriate texture that I want. Here I have some boiled eggs, and I'm going to just de-shell these. I'm going to take the shell off. Once we take the shell off, well, I got time on the live, guys, so I am taking the shells off my eggs here. They have already been boiled, so the shell comes off easily. Just crack it, knock it against the stove, against the counter, and there you have it. The shell comes off quite easily. And one thing that I do with my eggshells, they provide great calcium for my plants, so I save my eggshells and add them to my compost to put at the root of my plants. Once I take this off, now I have my 4 eggs right there. I'm just going to slice them. You might have an egg slicer. If you have an egg slicer, oh well, go ahead and use it, guys. There's no rule that says that you must do things the way I do it or the way somebody else does it. And because I'm so familiar with doing things without having all this expensive gadget, I just do things my way. You know, I have a knife that can cut the egg, so why should I stress myself about getting an egg cutter? You know, one of the egg cutters that I'm talking about. Yeah, that one that you just put the egg on it and it just makes those nice little sort of egg cubes. Well, those are nice to have. If you have one, go ahead. I probably have one somewhere here, but I'm not worried about it, honestly speaking. All right, there I go. I still have my eggs all cut out right there. Beautiful. All right, I see. Looks like who is calling me there? JY. All right, JY, I'm coming. I'm coming over there. Let me finish over here, and then I'm coming over there to support you, my friend. I'm coming over in a minute. Give Trev just a few minutes, and I'll be right there. Okay, guys, so now that we have this, I'm going to turn my oven on at this time so my oven can continue to get hot. And then I'm going to fry my plantains. Now, guys, I'm making a whole breakfast, and I'm going to be making this breakfast. It's going to take me just about 20 or 30 minutes to finish making this breakfast. But what you all won't see is the preparation time that it took, because remember, I boiled the eggs, I peeled the bananas, and I boiled the bananas. So you are just catching me like halfway through. And here I have, this is ripe plantain, guys. And this is my plantain skin that I save for my compost as well. Because during the summer, I grow my little garden out back. I get lovely peppers and tomatoes and onions and beans, lots of beans. And I also put my compost at the roots of my fruit trees out back. I have peach and, oops, there you go. I have peach and apples and pear back there. So I made my compost for that reason. And here we go. We're going to allow this to get hot before we put our our ripe plantains in. In the meantime, I'm going to cut up my plantains the way I want them. So I'm just making thin slices here, guys. I cut each plantain in half, and then I make very thin slices. You can make them however you want them. Some people like to have it round, so they just cut it in circular pieces. I like mine like this. Do yours however you would like it. Don't be worried about how I do it and say, oh, that's how I want it. Oh, Sheldon is here. Sheldon, I didn't even see you. I didn't even see that you were down there. How you doing, my brother? Oh, you need yours? You need to come for it, Sheldon. You got to come for it. Yeah, you got to come for it. See, I'm making my planting here. Good to see you. How was your night? I saw you yesterday, did I? Or did I not? I thought I saw you yesterday, didn't I? How you doing, Sheldon? You know it's Friday. It's time for Roast and Reason. I'm cooking something today. I'm making something. I'm going to call it Banana Tuntun. That sounds like a nice little, funny little name for it. All right, now that my oil is hot, I'm going to start frying my plantains. And the way to know if your oil is hot, guys, you can just tip a little bit of water in there. Just a simple drop of water. And you will see, you will hear the water sizzle in the pot. And that will tell you that your oil is hot enough. So my oil is hot enough for my plantains. All right, and while my plantains are cooking, I'm going to show you what I plan on doing with this. Now here I have a tray, a muffin tray, and my bananas. I've already crushed my bananas. You like green banana, Sheldon? You're from the country. You should like green bananas. Because, I mean, once upon a time, that's like all we knew, really. Green bananas, yam, green plantains. That's what we had for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Remember that? Remember those days? All right, so this is what I'm going to do here. We're going to fill each cup with our crushed banana. We've cooked the green bananas and crushed it with some margarine. And now we're going to spoon it into each tray. Just a spoonful. And I have to multitask here, guys, because I have plantain that is cooking that I don't want to burn. And then I am working on this banana. So let's see how on par my multitasking skills are. Now this is one way, guys, as I said before, that you can mask green bananas to have your children enjoy it. Especially for those of us who have children abroad who are not familiar with the Jamaican way. They don't want to eat this, they don't want to eat that, they don't want this, they want fries, they want all kinds of unhealthy stuff to eat. Because that is what their culture is about. Eating fries and McDonald's for breakfast and that sort of stuff. We don't eat McDonald's for breakfast. We don't eat McDonald's, period. Alright, so I'm just taking these out there. All right, there is so much going on in the news today. So much going on. I am overwhelmed, just overstimulated by all the news. And most of the news that is going on, guys, is just so heartbreaking. There is so much, you know, rape and murder and kidnapping, and I mean, just people just being foul and ugly to each other. It is absolutely unbelievable. Unbelievable, I tell you guys. But I mean, it's the world we live in today. Shannon, where are you at? You at work? All right, guys. So I'm just going to use this measuring cup here to press the banana into the baking cup. All right. This one may want a little bit more because this one seems a little bit. All right, there we go. Okay, that is good. There we go. All right, and the next thing we're going to do is add the eggs. Add the eggs into the banana. Into your banana cups, you just put some eggs in there. Can you all see it? Put a spoonful of eggs in each one. And I am multitasking here again, guys. So I pause that while I tend to the plantains. Because I don't want my plantains to burn. I want my plantains to be nicely caramelized but not burnt. And then on top of this, guys, I'm going to be adding cheese. We're going to be putting a cube of cheese. You can choose whatever cheese you like. Take the cheese of your choice and just put about 2 cubes on each one. Looks like I could put 3. One, 2, 3, guys, and you should be done. There you have it. And we're going to be sticking this in the oven. Then we're going to be sprinkling some Colby Jack on top. There you have it, guys. There it is. Now I'm going to be putting this in the oven for just about 5 or so minutes, or until the cheese melts. All right, now I can tend to my plantains. You know, breakfast is your first meal of the day. Some people like breakfast. I'm not so much a fan. I can go on throughout the day without having breakfast. Even though they say breakfast is supposed to, you should not miss breakfast. Even if you miss any other meal, you shouldn't miss breakfast. But I miss breakfast all the time, and I find that I have a lot of energy to go through the day. But most times once I have breakfast, I'm like, you know, a little bit luggy for the rest of the day. But that's, I guess that happens to some people. That happens to me. So if I'm having breakfast, it's usually just like oatmeal or some kind of porridge. That will keep me going for the day. All right. There we go. All right, Sheldon, where you at? Who else is here? Say hi, guys. Go ahead and like the stream if you are here. Okay, we're going to wait for this one to melt. We don't want it to burn. And while it is melting, guys, there can be no breakfast without something to drink. And what do we usually make? I'm going to show you what I am going to be making this morning. Now take a look at this, guys. I know a lot of people don't know what this is. You all enjoy the Hershey's version all the time, because Hershey's, we know Hershey's is synonymous with chocolate. So you all enjoy Hershey's all the time. Well, this is the real deal chocolate. The chocolate that comes straight from the tree, and they just mold it into a ball to make tea. You all call it hot chocolate. We call it chocolate tea. All right. So I'm going to show you what we do with this chocolate tea, with this chocolate to make chocolate tea. All right. I'm multitasking here, guys, because I do not want to burn my plantains. Okay, and here I have my chocolate. I'm going to grate it. This is the real chocolate. Real organic. Real organic stuff. I'm grating just enough to make me some tea. And this stuff I usually get straight from Jamaica. I've never seen it here in America. I've never seen it. I'm sure it might be in some places where there's a high concentration of Jamaicans, but I have never seen it. So I got this one straight from Jamaica. Okay, and this is what it looks like, guys. Yes, that's the grated chocolate. It almost looks like the powdered chocolate. The powdered chocolate that you all buy commercially. But this is what the grated version looks like. Oops. roast, guys, my plantains. My plantains started to roast. In just a few minutes I took to grate that chocolate, my plantains started to act up. There we go. I have just a few more pieces to go. Okay, we're also looking in on our banana tuntun. That's a very strange name. All right, guys, we're going to be making this chocolate tea. And for your chocolate tea, what you need is your chocolate. You're going to grate your chocolate. You need some hot water. There, I'm putting some hot water on the stove. That water is already warm because it was warmed already in the kettle. And we're going to be adding nutmeg, cinnamon, and some condensed milk. That's what you need for your chocolate tea. And some people say, why we don't say hot chocolate? Well, guess what? We say chocolate tea and you say what you want to say. All right, I'm grating my nutmeg here. And I usually make my nutmeg with my chocolate. I don't have to add it afterwards. I just grate it. This is a tiny bump of nutmeg I have left. So I'm having a struggle to just rub it along the edges of the grater. But I'm doing it. There we go. I don't want my plantains to burn. I don't want my plantains to burn. Okay, there we go. Turn that off. All right, guys, plantains are done. And then we're going to be putting this chocolate in the pot. And remember, guys, the chocolate has a tendency, once it starts boiling, you have to keep an eye on it because it will boil right on over. It will boil over. Let me see here. Wait, guys, I'm doing several things at the same time. A whole lot of things, if you ask me. I'm doing at the same time. And I'm getting phone calls and all that good stuff at the same time. All right. We have nutmeg in there. We are going to be adding some... We are going to be adding some cinnamon. And I know there are people here who are not saying anything, but that is fine. I'm also adding some salt to it, guys. And there we have it. It's boiling up. And just like that, guys, it is finished. Turn your fire off. And then we're going to just pour it in our cup. Make sure you have a strainer, guys, to strain your tea. Then you're going to add some condensed milk. Not sure what's that condensed milk. I want to use the condensed creamer. You have your condensed creamer. I prefer this one, guys. This one is the condensed creamer. I like this one to put in. It's the same thing as condensed milk, but I don't know. They give it this other name, like it's a creamer, as though it's something just to cream, just to put in. But it's just like condensed milk. There it is. It is condensed milk. It's a little lighter, but if you ask me, it is condensed milk. That's what it is. And let's check to see if, okay guys, this is ready. Let me take this out. Okay, and there it is, guys. That was easy. That was quick. That was not even 30 minutes. There it is. Now we're going to take it out of your little tray. And trust and believe me, guys, your children will love it because they won't even know that it is banana. They won't even know it. Once you can hide the thing that they don't like to eat into something that they like to eat, you'd be surprised to know that you will have less problems feeding your children. I have one set of children who love to eat anything Jamaican and another set that be like, ew, what is that? Yellow yam, they be like, what is that? Like, go ahead and eat it. If everybody else is eating it, go ahead and eat it too. But no, that's not for them. And there it is, guys. Nice and easy. There you have it. That is breakfast served in less than 20 minutes. You just make your bananas. Yes, and that is super delicious. You decorate it with your plantains and you are good to go. Let me show you what my breakfast looks like today. So you can go ahead and make yourself some. You don't have to use green bananas, guys. You can use green plantain. You can use yellow yam. You can even use potatoes if that is your choice. Remember, you can use whatever you want just to ensure that the children get a balanced meal for their breakfast. If they don't want to eat what you are preparing, you just turn it around, twist it up, and have them enjoy it just the same. They won't even know it. And I wish I could share some with you guys, but unfortunately we can't. So I'm going to just enjoy my breakfast and I'll come back and catch you all later on the Unstoppable Show. Right now I'm going over to JY. Let's see what JY is doing over there, guys. So come with me. Let's go over to JY. JY, TV on YouTube. So this is my breakfast, guys. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for sharing with me. Until next time, when I show you again how to make quick and easy breakfast, how to help your children to get a balanced meal, and by just twisting the foods they don't like. Until next time, guys, this is Trev from Trev Essence, reminding you to always take good care of yourselves and each other. Until next time, guys, see you. Bye, Sheldon. See ya.